Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. This is another productivity app news, and we are going over a couple of apps today, starting with Tana. So Tana has made some changes to the way the app works. I don't know how long these changes have been implemented, but it is now a lot easier to do a search query. You can just do \search node, click the node or the super tag you want to search for, and it will quickly bring up your super tags. So this is really good and a really cool new feature which makes it easier to use, but that's not what I actually was going to talk about. Tana is in the coming weeks. I think the tweet said next week or the week after that is going to both release their mobile app. That will be a little later, but they will quite soon introduce their pricing plan with what they are calling pioneer pricing, which I would call early bird pricing. So we haven't gotten any information about how the pricing will end up being in these pioneer pricings, but they have talked about a freemium model with $10 monthly or hundreds dollars yearly, and your data will be available as read only and can be exported if you cancel the subscription. So we don't know exactly how much this will cost right now, but it will be something like that. If I were to guess, I would say that this will be their main pricing, and the pioneer pricing, the early bird pricing, will be a little cheaper than this. But this is a competitive pricing compared to what Tana actually offers, and being an all-in-one solution for everything related to your productivity. It is still an outliner, which I know that a lot of people do love. Others outliners out there are things like Workflowy, Logsec, and Roam Research. Roam Research is even higher priced with Workflowy, and Logsec is free, but Workflowy I think is a little cheaper. But they are at least now coming to the point where they are releasing their pricing, and they will also soon release a full mobile app. Right now we have the Tana Capture mobile app, but they are releasing a full-fledged mobile app quite soon. So it will have a pioneer early bird pricing. We still don't know what that will be, but it is exciting news for Tana and people who love using Tana. The next thing we are going to talk about is something I already have mentioned on this channel, and that is the Lazy app, which still is suffering from not letting people in quickly enough. But they have released a beta web version, a stripped down version of the application that is available on the web. As I've said many times before, this app is something like Readwise in a full-fledged note-taking app with an integration to Kindle, as well as capturing abilities inside of the Mac app. I still think if you are a Windows user that this app is not worth it for the price of $10 each month. It is still a little unstable. And the other thing I wanted to mention about Lazy is that they have a test flight capture app in the iOS devices. They did not update that capture app in test flight, so it disappeared and it was away for around 8 hours, I think. 6 to 8 hours, something like that. It wasn't available for me throughout my day in my time zone, but it came back the day after. But they are at least improving, and having a web version is good for those of you who have a Mac app or a Mac PC at home and you have a Windows computer at your job and you want your notes to be accessible. Apart from that, I still think it is not worth it, and the web version is quite stripped down. You don't get the ability to capture quickly, which is the main selling point of the app. It is more of a way of viewing your notes and maybe adding things to them. You can actually interact with them, but this app's main selling point is the fact that it captures quite quickly. And if you can't do that, the app simply isn't worth it. So that's the lazy updates for you. Both the mobile app not working, as well as the new web version. The last app we are going to talk about is Craft, and Craft is keeping on improving their whiteboard feature, which is still in beta. This is a really cool feature and I like it a lot, and it fits the beautiful design of Craft as an application. You have multiple ways of laying this out, but they are continuously improving their whiteboards, which is really good. And they have recently added reminders for your tasks, which is again a cool feature. I haven't been able to figure out how it works in the web version, but it is working quite well on the mobile app, which is good. That's mainly what we use it for. Reminders. I don't want reminders on my different computers because I don't bring them along everywhere. But we now have reminders as well as better whiteboards, which are two great features that can help improve craft. One thing I wanted to mention, but I don't want to talk too much about, is that Supernotes 3.1, I think it is coming out next week. So they had to delay the launch of Supernotes 3.1 by 1 week. I will do a full review on that as soon as it gets out, but they are delaying it for now. I'm guessing that they wanted to fix everything and not release something with a lot of bugs like some apps tend to do, which I think is good. There has been a lot of hype in the community, in the Supernotes community, about this new Supernotes 3.1. It offers a lot of new things that a lot of people do want, and I'm really excited to test it out because I think that Supernotes is a really good application. But as I said, they had to delay it probably because they want to make it perfect before they release it, which is something I respect a lot. And it takes a lot of courage to actually delay your launch. I have tried that with products for my clothing brand before. It isn't that fun. But as I said, really excited to test out and review the new Super Notes. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.